everybody. Let's try this again. Hopefully you can hear me. My phone's not gonna die, hopefully. It's plugged in. Let's start over. I'm gonna share with you guys tonight a little bit of my story with anxiety. So for those of you that do not know me, my name is Brittany Budd. I am a leader, a coach, and a mentor, and I empower women to build confidence and create success by giving them the tools and resources that they need to elevate their minds so they can elevate their lives. So, anxiety. It's like one of the most common things that people deal with. Anxiety, depression, they go hand in hand. I want to share with you guys a little bit of my backstory of anxiety and how I've overcome it for the most part, right? Because, sometimes you still have to hold on a little bit. So this summer, I'm going to be 33 years old. And when I was 11, I started having anxiety attacks and panic attacks. So for me, that looked like, if you run a lot, not that I'm doing a lot of running, let's be honest. But if you run a lot or you do something kind of strenuous physically, it's really hard to catch your breath, right? So you're like, and you can't quite catch it. That was me. That's what a panic attack looked like for me. I felt like I was being kind of strangled. I couldn't catch my breath. And this all started for me, like I said, I was 11 years old. And someone very important in my life, very quickly and without any kind of warning, became alcohol dependent. So I'm 11 years old, and all of a sudden, everything in my life is crazy. I don't know the person that I'm going to be dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Are they going to be happy? Are they going to be angry? Are they going to be sad? Are they going to be half passed out? Are they going to be slurring? Are they going to be stumbling around? And as a child, an 11-year-old child, I started to have a deep, deep desire to control. And that's pretty much what anxiety is, right? If you deal with anxiety, you get anxious when you don't have control over something. You don't have control over a situation. You don't know what's going to happen. It gives you anxiety, right? And I dealt with this anxiety, you guys, for 20 years. This deep, burning need to control everything around me. The people around me, any situation. I needed to have control over it. And I'm still a little bit like that. Like, if I go out with friends, I'm very much like, I'm gonna drive. Nobody pick me up, I'll pick you up. But I need to be the one driving. Because I need to be able to come and go as I please and not have to rely on another person. Same with traveling recently. When I traveled with some friends, we're coming from all over Canada, all over the United States. Everyone's kind of planning these hotel rooms and this trip, and I secretly booked my own hotel room. Because sometimes it's still hard for me to let go of that control. And it turned out to be a good thing that I had that secret hotel room because I ended up needing it. But I wanted to have this backup, right? I wanted to have this cushion. And it took me, 20 years. I thought this was just something that I was going to have to live with the rest of my life. I have anxiety and depression. It's a part of my identity. It's a part of who I am. Take it or leave it. This is me. And just over a year ago, I hired my first mindset and business coach. And if you are someone that is in business for yourself and you are also someone that deals with anxiety and depression, you know how hard it is to have anxiety and try and be in business. It's hard to relinquish that control. It's hard to, make a post when you have no idea how other people are going to react. It's extremely hard to reach out to someone about your product or about your business or about your service because you don't know how they're going to react. You've no control over what they're going to say or do. They could block you. They could unfriend you. They could ignore you. Like, oh my goodness. These things are stressful for people that have anxiety. And when you're trying to grow a business, tenfold, right? So just over a year ago, I hired my first mindset and business coach. And you guys, this has transformed my life. And in doing this, I've hired more coaches. You guys know I talk about this all the time. I've hired multiple coaches. This is something that I work on all the time. But because it has transformed my life so deeply and impacted me so positively, that is why I have taken on coaching this stuff myself. Because I know how hard the struggle is when you have anxiety. When you have a deep desire to control the things around you and you're trying to be in business where you have no control over what's going on. You can only control your own actions. You have no idea how other people are going to react or act, right? So some of the big things that I've been working on, like I said, is my mindset. Working on the tools that I needed to have in my arsenal to understand where my anxiety came from, for one, because let's be honest, I buried that-ish. Tried not to face it. It was just like a black mark of my history, and I'm moving on past that. So uncovering where it's all coming from, uncovering why I have it, and learning to relinquish that control. So that I can be, I'll bring my husband. I'm a way better wife today than I was when I got married almost 7 years ago. Because I've worked on my mindset. I've got more tools and resources. I understand more about my anxiety. And I've learned how to control it. Which is kind of funny, right? Control, the need for control. I'm a way better mom. I'm way more patient with my kids. If you're a parent, you guys know kids are unpredictable, right? You can't control them. They cannot be controlled no matter what you tell them. That's hot. That's sharp. Don't run in the street. They don't care. I'm not saying that I'm like a lackadaisical kind of mom. I mean, obviously we still have rules and things around here, but I've learned to let go of the anxiety that comes with not having control. And you guys, when I started learning about this stuff and putting these tools into play, my business started to explode. I had people reaching out to me, joining my business, like a couple of people a day at one point were joining me in business, new customers, all these things all the time. And my confidence went up with that. I haven't had an anxiety attack pretty much since I started working with a coach. That's huge. Do I still randomly get little moments where I'm kind of like, oh, this is giving me anxiety? Yeah, but I have learned that this is just a part of the process, especially in business, especially as a mom. Some of this stuff is part of the process, and how to detach from the outcomes so that you can, work on yourself. Because like I said, anxiety comes from the need to control your surroundings. If you can control your thoughts and be consciously aware of what you're thinking about and how those thoughts are impacting you, then you can act and react differently, right? So, I wanted to share that story mostly because a lot of us, I feel like, do struggle with anxiety and depression. And, I've talked about my depression before, and I'll talk about it again. I don't have a problem talking about my depression. But I feel like I don't really talk about my anxiety that much. And it's very, very common, especially if you're in business, especially if you're a mom. And because I'm doing this mastermind in April for women in business, I kind of wanted to share with you a little bit of my journey and how I've overcome my anxiety and the things that I have learned, because I want to be able to teach that to you guys in this mastermind. So if you are someone that is in business for yourself and you have anxiety and you feel like your anxiety is crippling you or halting the progress of your business, and you're feeling stuck and you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't know what to do, I really encourage you to reach out to me, because the mastermind, it's 3 months long. It's only going to be a couple of ladies. We're going to work together. We're going to work through these things and, overcome these obstacles so you can be the successful person that you want to be. So I encourage you, if you have questions, please reach out to me. I still have a few spots left, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you deal with anxiety the way I dealt with anxiety, it's going to be really beneficial. So if that's not you, but you know someone with anxiety and you know that they are halting their business and their life, like I said, I'm a way better mom, I'm a way better wife, I'm a way better friend, I'm a way better person, I feel so much better, feel free to tag them in the comments or share this video with them so that they can see. Maybe it would benefit them. I think it will. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing night. It was so nice to see all of you popping on here while I was live. It's been a long time. I'm going to start coming back on more frequently, you guys. All right, have an amazing night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Night.